Hello, and this is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Oops, sorry for the jiggling. I forgot to open one of my lights, and I'm trying to get as much light to show off these beautiful papers as I can. So this is another episode of Etsy Archaeology, and the shop that I am showcasing today is called 12 Papers. And it's extremely fitting name because she has so many amazing paper packs. They all have, I believe, 12 papers in each pack. Anyway, I bought several different packs. This is all that I bought, and I'm going to flip through them and show them to you. There's more, but I purchased all of these, and it only cost me $9 for all of these digital files. And while I'm flipping through, I'm going to talk to you about what you can do to be able to print these and not feel like you're throwing a lot of money at it. First, I just want to mention her shop is incredible. The textures I printed all these out. They look amazing. I cannot wait to use them. So I'll start flipping through some of these so you can see just some. This is kind of like a green pack here. I'm really into building my digital collection right now for my journals. I see it as an investment. If you've seen my journal videos, you see that I lots of times print on the back of scrapbook paper and kind of make my own double-sided cardstock or double-sided paper. And that's why I like to have these. And I check to make sure that commercial use is allowed, and it is. So I'm super excited about that. I'm trying to definitely stock up on my blues and my greens because I have way too many pinks. Or at least I think I do, but now I probably have a whole bunch of blues and greens. I love this one. It's so delicate. Yet the leaves, it could be a nature journal or... just love her images. I'm sure I will go back and purchase more from her. This is one of my favorites out of the whole stack because it kind of has like a fabric or burlap texture, yet you can see birds in the background, and I love that. So I'm super excited about that. All right, so let's talk about printing them. I know that not all of you have a printer where you feel like you can just purchase digital items and print them. Like, you're like, okay, great. It's $1.50 on her site right now for a paper pack. That's great. But the amount of money that it would cost me to print them out would make it not worth it. I should just go to Hobby Lobby when the paper's 50% off. And that's fine, except you're very limited in your selection at Hobby Lobby, and you can't always get exactly what you want. If you're able to print from shops like 12 Papers, then you have just expanded. And especially if you like to do more vintage type designs. Hobby Lobby sometimes, I mean, they have some vintage, but a lot of times there's just a lot of bright, cheery, colorful, happy summer smiley faces and stuff like that, which is great. And I'm not down on that. I'm just saying if you're not looking for that, and you're looking for something more like these, but it's cost prohibitive, what can you do? I would really suggest that you save up or consider investing in a new printer. I have two suggestions for you. First would be any of the HP printers that are wireless compatible. I used to have the HP Envy. It is a wonderful printer. It's not very expensive, any wirelessly compatible HP printer, because you can sign up for their HP Instant Ink program, and you can get up to 50 full color sheets like these for only about $3-4 a month. You can go, they have so many different plans. You can go all the way up to 300 pages per month, and that's only like $10-12, somewhere in that range. And I've used that program for a long time. Absolutely loved it. There's some rollover too if you do not use all of your pages. It's incredible. I, however, stopped that, not because it was a bad program. It was a great program, but look at the birds. Look at the purple birds. I love this paper. I stopped because I bought a new printer. I wanted to try out the Epson EcoTank, and I am so glad I did. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just really just trying to share with you my tips and how I can just print all these out to show you. It costs me almost nothing, and yeah, I mean, it would be sad, but I could throw this whole pack in the trash and not even hurt for it. So what it is it's a printer that has little, I'm going to take a quick break from showing you these and actually show you the printer. We will be right back. So I'm going to pan you over here. Here's my kids' books. And my printer is up here. Oh, the lighting is terrible. I didn't turn on the kitchen lighting. So I'm sorry that this is bad quality here, but this is the printer. And what I wanted to show you was this is the tank on the side where you can fill the ink. You have your blue and your red and your yellow and your black. This lasts forever, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sheets. And of course, Epson will say, only use Epson ink in the printer. And I'm not going to say differently because I think it will void the warranty if you don't listen to them. However, I'm not very good at listening to what people tell me to do, and I void warranties all the time. So I just purchased generic ink off of eBay. It's like $15 for bottles of all the colors. You know what? I'm going to pause it and show you. Okay, so like this. This is a black. It's 100 milliliters, and then I think I got like 2 blacks, and this is a blue. Excuse me. One of each of the colors for like $16, and they last a really long time. And just for an FYI, the 2 colors I use the most of are black and yellow, and you probably will too if you're printing for junk journals, because look at all the yellow. When you're doing this vintage look and you're doing a lot of these neutral colors, I mean, look at the beautiful, all the yellows in here. There's so much yellow when you're dealing with the vintagey type stuff. That goes the fastest. And then, of course, black goes the second. I barely use any blue. I mean, there's blue in here, but I mean, I don't use a lot of blue and I don't use a whole lot of red. So you'll definitely, you know, you may end up needing to just buy a yellow. But eBay, you can get it. I've had no problems with the ink. It's worked amazing. I do have to usually set my printer to high quality when I'm printing, because sometimes, oh, I love this page. Look at that. Ugh, drooling. And I've already looked at these pages and I'm still drooling. So definitely, I bought several packs, which normally when I'm doing this series, I only buy 1 or 2. But I couldn't help myself because I am absolutely in love with these papers. And it was hard to choose, so I'll have to go back and get more sometime. Definitely. Anyway, so what I was saying was, what was I saying? I was talking about the printer. Anyway, so you can use these pages for so many different things. Oh, look at this. Look at that. For nature journals. Okay, so this can be a page in your journal, right? It could be the cover of a journal. I mean, you would have to either print it on cardstock or sew it or glue it onto something heavier like a cereal box cover or something like that. But it could be the cover. You can make tags out of it. You can do journaling cards out of it. You can do anything you would do with normal paper. And these are a 12 by 12 size because they're, you know, more like for digital scrapbooking. But I like to see what I can do to use them for things. You know, I don't do digital scrapbooking. But what I did was I just checked the little box that says fit to page, and it does that. And you know what, while I'm at it, I'm just going to show you. I'm in the mood to show you everything today. So let's swing around here to my computer, and I know you're going to see a glare. Oh, here is my Facebook up, so let's, all right, so when I'm printing something here, like I'm trying to do this one-handed, and I don't even know where I put, oh, let me pause. Okay, so I got the right place up. I'm in the middle of trying to organize everything on my computer. And anyway, so 12 papers. So here's her papers. And let's just pull one up. So if I'm wanting to print this green one here, and I have Windows, I think it's either 8 or 10, like I pay attention. Okay, so it comes up like this. And if you see the fit picture to frame, if that's not checked, you can see that it is a square. So it's like a 12 by 12. And if you print it this way, it's closer to an 8 by 8 size on an 8.5 by 11, which is totally fine. There's no problem with that. But if you want, I like to deal with 8.5 by 11. So if I hit fit picture to frame, it stretches it out. And then quality settings, standard will a lot of times leave streaks. Sometimes it's okay. You're just going to have to play around with it. So high is usually what I do to make sure I get a good quality. All right, so let's get back here. I know I see comments all the time where all of you will say things, not all of you, but a lot of you will say things like, oh, my husband won't let me print on our printer. Inks too. Oh, look at this page. I'm going to be using this one soon. It's so gorgeous. I already know what journal it's going in. Anyway, so you can print these over and over and over again and use them in so many ways. So, yeah, Look at all that I got for $9, and I can print it so many times. And all of these are printed on 20-pound copy paper, and still the print is absolutely incredible. You can print them on presentation paper, cardstock. You can take this copy paper, and if you want it heavier, you can stitch it to coffee dyed paper. That comes out incredible. So I just wanted to share all these with you from 12 Papers. You can check out their shop below. Click the link. I am so grateful for all of these beautiful designs, and I can't wait to order from them again. I hope if you do order from 12 Papers that you will leave her a little note saying that I sent you to her, and just show her some love. Let me know in the comment below if you did as well, because I like to see if the shops I'm picking are relevant for you and what you like to use. So, you know, I'm a little different sometimes, and there might be things I use that you guys are like, well, I would never buy that. So if it's something you'd go ahead and buy or you love, leave me a comment below so I know that I'm on the right track for picking out these shops in the Etsy Archaeology series, and I will see you in the next episode.